What's up out there? I am about to go play some Last Epoch, and I thought, you know what? I better get a video out and catch you guys up on where I'm at, so here we are. Now, I spent time working on cartography, and I do have the entire map completely found out. Everything's on here. It's not completely all 5 of 5 for everything, but the map is done. So basically, this is going to allow me to pretty much... That's kind of wild. I didn't realize these were all... Why are those all... Oh, that's in the... Trying to figure out why these have all these little trophies in here. Is that where it goes to... Oh, no. Okay, I see. Guess I've never noticed that before. That's actually how many of these you've mastered. Okay, so it puts a little trophy on there if you've mastered it. And basically what I did was mastered all these in the auto survey mode. Okay, I guess I've never paid attention to that. So anyway, I worked on this cartography. I got that finished. I thought about going into archaeology. The problem that I'm running into is the same problem from everywhere else. I'm running out of space. And I know you can go in here and do this hex mastery and get a bunch of bank slots, but this is going to take a while. And I've got 140 done. If I was closer to 200, I would have let it run to 200, but that's a lot of hexes to finish off. We're only at 140 and I've got 904 left to go. 804. I'm sorry, 804 left to go. That's a lot of hexes. And I tried because one of the next things is, where's it at? I can get this ship's anchor upgrade. I need 5,000 magic logs. Unfortunately, that's like what, level 85 wood cutting? 75 wood cutting. So that's probably what, 2 more dungeons? I don't remember where the cutoffs are exactly. Well, there's 55 there and 70. So that's probably 3 more dungeons, if that's correct, if I can go by these other skills. So, and maybe it autofills or something, I'm not sure, but I tried going into thieving, which I think I leveled up thieving in that last time too. I think after we opened up those last couple of dungeons, I was into thieving, which gets the Cyclops, which also drops magic logs. However, this was horribly slow. I only have 271 of 5,000. So I looked at that and I was like, I thought I had 700. That's even worse. So I was like, you know what? That's just not going to go anywhere. So I thought, well, all right, we're going to chill on that. So I let that thieve overnight. It didn't really get very far and I wanted to push forward a little bit. So I went into fletching and I worked up the ruby bolts until I got up to emerald. And then I smithed up I think I smithed up a bunch of headless bolts. And then I worked on these emerald bolts and I got a whole bunch of these. I let these run out. I've since built up a few more emeralds. So I've got a stack of these things ready to go. So those are sitting here. I'm going to burn, I got 37,000 of these ruby ones. So I'll let those go for a while. So then I started working on defense and I actually went into some Slayer tasks, which reminds me I need to check on where I'm at with these because I need 6 more Slayer tasks, 6 more hard tasks. So I worked on this for a little bit with Slayer tasks and I think I needed to go to bed and I was like, you know what? I don't want to let it just run on something that I didn't care about. So I actually queued it up on, let's see, the ancient, not the ancient, the Pegasus. I queued it up on that and let those run. And what I did is I let defense run. So normally I would do strength and then attack and then defense. But because we're so close, we've got all the God dungeons unlocked. I got God gear I can put on. I wanted to get my defense up to 85 first. So I actually carried it up to 90. And I've got I think we got these God gloves in a previous dungeon run. So I got those and I've gone through probably 2 or 3 more Earth God dungeon runs. I think 2 more because we did the first one. So I think I'm on a total of 3. I could tell right now because it shows up right here. So we've done the God dungeon 3 times, which I got some boots out of it. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I still have to manually run it. Like I can't let it just go automatically because my magic gear is kind of crap. So there's nothing really to work on with that. But I did work up magic a little bit. So I've got level 82 magic. And then I came back over to work on strength. I think I let strength go all day yesterday, and then just before I went to bed, I switched it over to attack because basically I didn't want it to get hit 90, and then because we're pretty close. Yeah, this is very close to level 89, so I thought, you know what, I'll just let it run on attack. So that's what I've been sitting there just letting it go on attack ever since. Because I've also been banking money in the background, I went and bought all of the God Dungeon upgrades. So those would have been somewhere in this realm here. Those are all purchased. So that means I've got the Art of Control. We've got the Master of Nature. Smithing, I think, is Art of Control. I don't remember which ones are all which. Fletching gets the Perpetual Haste. What is it? Crafting? No, that's got haste. Well, anyway, I've got all these. Yeah, there's expanded knowledge. So that's herb lore and rune crafting. So those are all purchased. That was a couple $100 million gold. And I'm back up to 50 million. Let's see here. You see me currently idling the volcanic cave. I also spent time idling the spider forest and deep sea ship. I think I did both of those. And I think I have all those pets, right? I should. Yeah, there's the one from the spider forest. There's the one from the deep sea ship. And I got the volcanic cave one earlier as well. So those are all done. And while I've been idling the volcanic cave, I think in the last video I probably bought, or I either talked about buying or did buy the loot stacking thing. So I've got that. I think I might have bought that in the last video. I can't remember. So I decided to come in here and just idle the volcanic cave. Well, so I did get the ancient claw. I guess I better back up. I did get the ancient claw. So I killed off enough of these Pegasus that I got the ancient claw, which I got now. And I decided, you know what, it'd probably be a good idea to get my 99 clears on the volcanic cave so I could go through the infernal stronghold, which, you know what? We could run that, couldn't we? We could run that real quick. I did not even think about that. So I had about 21,000 lobsters and I've got 17,000. So that volcanic cave chewed up quite a bit, but I did get a lot of cool stuff out of it. So I got 2 of the Dragonfire shields. I went ahead and equipped one on my magic user. And in one of the other Earth God runs, I got Terran boots. So I kicked my Ragnar boots over to my ranged character. And somewhere along the line, I think it was in the last video, I probably showed this. I have the Elite Amulet of Ranged, the Elite Amulet of Magic. So this gives 2% damage reduction for my magic user and 1% for my ranged user. I'm still rocking this Lesser Summoning Amulet on here, which I should, because this is just giving me damage reduction. I just wanted where's my amulet at? So this Elite Amulet of Defense, this thing the reason I wasn't using this for what I'm doing now is I didn't need the damage reduction against anything I was fighting. So I wanted the more offensive base. That's why I was sticking with that other amulet. The, whatever that thing is. What is this? The Lesser Summoning Amulet. It gives you a little bit of a max hit, summoning max hit, which I'm not running summoning, and a minus 10% interval. So I was running that just to try to get a little more damage. Let's see here. And I took those off. So let's make sure. Oh, we need to turn on. I don't know that I'm going to get through this dungeon, but I'm going to try it. Now that I see this, we are definitely trying this. Let's see here. I don't care about that. I think I'd rather have iron reflexes. So running the volcanic cave got me the dragon plate legs, dragon plate body, the ancient helmet, and the dragonfire shield. And because I have enough gold and silver bars just sitting there, which I need to check how many gold bars I have left. Yeah, we don't have very many of those. So I'll need to whip some of those out. But because I had all that, I was able to just go ahead and make these plate legs, plate body, and helmet. And I don't have to worry about the boots or gloves because I've already got this stuff covered. And that gives me the dragonfire shield, which is a lot better damage reduction. So yeah, this is really cool. Let's see here. We've got melee accuracy. This is going up against that dungeon. I think I will take damage reduction 4s. I don't remember where I got these. I think it was something in cartography. And speaking of cartography, I've got 7 million Slayer coin, and I've barely, what did I have? 100,000 Slayer coin or 50,000? Just running all that stuff in cartography's gotten me tons and tons of Slayer coin. So yeah, way cool. Now I could go and buy the summoner's suit and turn that in. I just don't, I do have enough gold. I think Township must be kicking over We've made 388 million, so we're probably making a lot there. Now, I do want to throw this idea out there. One way that I've been making money, and I didn't really think about it until just the other day, I've been selling these things off. Like I go in here and I sell these off. But what it finally clicked is that I need to go in here and find the one that sells for the most money. So like this scroll of XP sells for 80, this sells for 20, this is 20. I could sell food boxes, I suppose, but like this Fervor scroll sells for 125. The Monster Hunter scroll sells for 150. So I can take out a stack of those. This sells for 75. Yeah, I think I'll just sell these right now. I think I'll go ahead and sell these 120 off of those, take the ore box. I'll get the ore out of it. That's fine. I don't really want to sell those. I don't want to sell bar boxes. I could get the herbs for sure. I'm not really hurting for money, so maybe I'll just take the herbs this time. But then, because I was sitting there the other day trying to figure out which one, I thought about taking one of each of these to see which one gives you the most money. And then I looked at it and I'm like, well, hell, it tells you right there. So I could take these out. They're 80 gold a piece. I'm only taking 50% of the total. Yeah, I don't need to take the whole thing. These are 35, 110. So leather crafting scrolls would be good. These are 125s. That one I can't do. This is 110 versus 100. So we'll take those and I only get these. So there's a lot of items here, but if I sell all of this, that's 11 million gold. And that, like, I just totally made 11 million gold just by selling this crap off township. So having the trader there just sitting in the background, plus the tax rate is going amazing. And that's how I basically bankrolled a lot of the stuff that I bought, was just letting that stuff build up. And then I'd go sell a bunch of it off and come back. So we're getting some more gold bars. We've got, I still need like the rest of the ancient gear, but I can get rid of this now. I've upgraded everything out, so we're good to go there. And because I was running the Fire God dungeon quite a bit, I now have the Fire Cape I can equip onto all my characters. So we've got that going for us. Let's see here. Let's do this dungeon. Boy, I totally did not plan on doing this, but hopefully we can get through this one. So I think I'm just going to follow the combat triangle on this one. And there's 17 monsters, so this might go kind of quick. Well, you know the drill. I'll catch you guys up here in a minute. That way the video doesn't go so long. And maybe we'll be through another dungeon. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, coming back in right before the final boss. I totally forgot because I'd been clearing out the volcanic cave. That actually unlocks ancient magics. So let's see. What do I want to run here? Do I want to run this? Oh, yeah, dude, we can run this. This is so easy. No problem. This is all well within the auto eat. Plus, I've got all this damage reduction now. So I've got 60% damage reduction against this thing. So, yeah, this is great. Well, that's also with the tier 4 damage reductions gives you 10%. That was a huge find. I totally forgot about that. I was running that against the Earth God dungeon the other day, too. So even stunned, this doesn't even come close to my auto eat. And my health, my HP is leveled up, so we're at 408 auto eat now too. So, all right, this is a total cakewalk on this dungeon. Great. That means this one's done. That means I can get that. Oh, I forgot I could upgrade some of those fire capes too if I wanted, but I've got access to this dungeon now, so I can kick this golden fire cape over to my ranged character because this has got 3% damage reduction. All right, that's cakewalk. All right, what are we doing here? Crafting or rune crafting? I think in the last video I decided that I didn't like either one. Maybe not the last video, but the last time we went through dungeons. I think I decided I don't like those. The other cool thing too is I've got both the dragon claw and the ancient claw. So just between 7 and 10 different completions of that infernal stronghold, and I'll have this. If you don't know or not familiar with it, you do have the chance of getting 2 of these infernal cores. So you don't necessarily have to run 10 of those. You need 10 of them to upgrade the combine together with the dragon claw and the ancient claw, but you only need to complete the dungeon as many times as it takes to get 10 of these. So if you get a good drop, you might get, You might only have to complete the dungeon 8, 9 times, something like that, instead of the full 10. So can we upgrade this? Yeah, sweet. So there's that upgrade right there. Let's see. And the difference between this is it's got another couple % damage reduction. All right, yeah. Let's equip that onto there, which moves this one over to here. So I'm going to go equip that there. And that means I can get rid of all these fire capes. I don't think I need to keep any more of these at all. And that is another 3 million. Very hard task 3 uses 100. I thought I turned that in. I turned something in. Very hard task number 3. Oh, I need 100 of these, and then I got to turn in the Infernal Claw. All right, I can't sell those then. All right, we'll hang on to those. So actually, I don't want to leave them in here, so I look at them and think I can sell them. So I'll toss them over there. I also got the Slayer's Crossbow. Now, this is going to come in really handy when we do Impending Darkness, because a lot of Impending Darkness has ranged in Slayer areas. So this, I think, outperforms the tier 90 weapon that you get, if memory serves. So back to our choices here, and that means level 95. That is huge. So we're basically going to be rolling into the Mist. Man, that's going to be cool. I gear up a little bit. I'd say we could do this into the Mist on the next dungeon. That's going to be huge. The other thing I'm kind of curious about is there's not a whole lot of dungeons left. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dungeons left, if my math is correct, that leaves a lot of these upgrades left. I don't know. All right, let's see. Crafting. Crafting to whatever level. I don't think this one does anything. I think the last time I looked at this, it's just these rings that I don't care about. Rune crafting is probably a bunch of stuff I don't care about. But I could do the fire imbued wand, so I might just go ahead and take that. That gets a little bit of wand action. And actually, I do want to upgrade my wand, so we'll do rune crafting to 99, fletching to 85 for sure. Slayer definitely to 99. We need that there. Wood cutting. I want wood cutting to go up, and prayer is going to be the answer on that one. So that's cool. There's a dungeon attempt I didn't even know I could make. That's awesome. So that's level 95 and all that. That means level 99 Slayer. Awesome. The other thing I was looking at too is in the Slayer stuff, because I've got so much Slayer coin, I can start buying all this stuff like the climbing boots and the blazing lantern and all that. What that is going to give access to, what's opened out here? That gives access to this thing once I get level 85, which means I can get this greater hunter's ring. That'll be cool to get that. And I don't think, actually the Cursed Maidens will give me a magic wand, so that's good to have access to that now. That's only level 80, and we're at level 77 Slayer, so I could run a lot of Slayer going on here. Run a couple of dungeons here. What I'm kind of gearing up for in my head. So we've ground out basically the Spider Forest pet, the Deep Sea pet. I might do unleash ranged against the Myolite caves, and then I don't remember who's in the Frozen Cove. I think that might be a dungeon I could put magic on or something, but get the pets out of those two. That'll be the pets through all of this. What I was kind of thinking about I was gearing up my melee side for a little bit, and I was kind of lacking on some of the other gear, which is now picked up with the volcanic cave clear, all the volcanic cave clears that I've done. So I've geared up a little bit. I can now run the Air God dungeon pretty comfortably. So I was thinking I would go and outfit my ranged character, and he needs to get 5 levels, and then my magic needs a few levels. But I could gear up this guy, or gear up my ranged from the Air God dungeon. Once I get leveled up on ranged, I'll be able to gear the range side up, and then I could take range, turn around and gear that up, and then we'll be ready for Into the Mist. That's going to be no problem. Now, whether I go and get all the God swords out of here, because that's going to be a long grind to get all of this out. But the cool thing is you do get bank slots every once in a while from all of these. I don't think I would use Storm Snap, But I think I mentioned it in a previous video, I would use Cloudburst for a little while. I think that's worthwhile. And then, of course, we can get all the God swords. Like, we're in a really good spot right now. Really good spot. If I could take Into the Mist down, that's going to give a... I think I would if I thought I could do it, I'm not talking about today, but if I could level all these up to 95 with just this crappy gear that I have, or whatever I can cobble together out of the God dungeons, like, you know, do a few quick God dungeon runs, get some boots and pants and stuff like that. With this gear, I think we could do Into the Mist. I think it's doable because there's enough parts here. I have enough of these damage reduction potions. I'll stop using those. Like, I can whip those up in Herblore too, I think, right? No, they're higher level. Yep, they're 90, so I can't do those yet. But I have almost 1,000. Yeah, it's over here on the combat side. I have almost 1,000 of these things. So I think we could do Into the Mist like in the next video. Maybe I should push to do that. Run some of these God dungeons manually a couple of times, get some gear out of it, get these guys up to level 85 so I can equip this stuff. And then once my attack hits level 85, I'll be able to equip all the God swords that come out of here. So if any of that comes along, that'll be cool too. And if I can get all the God swords combined, get the Ultima God sword, that has as much damage reduction as this shield here. I believe it's 8% on that. So plus if I can get some more of these Ancient Infernal Capes, which... do I have? Oh, yeah. So I have 4 of these. I can upgrade a lot more of these capes. All right, cool. That's awesome. So I could run that dungeon again twice and have enough to have 5% damage reduction. That's going to be huge going into the Mist, because that fight, we always had the other version of the Infernal Cape, and that's like 4% damage reduction. So a little bit more damage reduction will be huge. And then I can get my claw upgrade going, potentially get the God sword. That's going to be great. So yeah, another dungeon down, a little bit more forward progress. So that will do it for this video, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care.